Major record labels are dying. What's going on, guys? Gene Jack and Adam Ivy, live and direct, talking to you guys about record labels and why we don't need them anymore. We don't need to sign a deal. We, as indies, have the record labels at our feet right now, and I'm going to explain why. Think about it this way. They are in the market of gambling. Every record label is essentially a casino that's playing with our careers. If they sign 100 people, they're expecting 1 or 2 to take off to make up for all the other money that they lost on the 98 other people that didn't work out. And why didn't the other 98 people didn't work out? Well, a lot of times people will sign bad deals because they want the label to do the work for them. And then that way they're kind of, I don't want to say enslaved, but I want to say maybe kind of a prisoner of the record deal that they signed willingly, right? Kind of crazy. Think about it this way. If you get into a car accident, I'm going to make a parallel here because I think this is very, very similar to what a lot of people don't understand about a record deal. If you sign $100,000 advance on your deal and you have a one album to like, it doesn't matter what they're testing you out at. And then you go and you spend all that money and then you don't make the 100,000 in sales. Guess what? You owe the label money. Because that money was never yours. It was an advance on what they think you're going to sell. And then it gets even better. So you think you have $100,000 and then you think that you're going to sell over $100,000 in whatever. If you signed a 360 deal, then $100,000 in everything you're doing because the label gets a piece of it all. But here's where it gets tricky. And here's why I'm on a mission. And I have been on a mission to explain and describe and get you guys on the right track on how to do it yourself, how we can take control. Because if a record deal for $100,000 advance also doesn't incorporate, it doesn't include, on the forefront of your mind, doesn't include all the things that the record deal and the record label rather is going to charge you for later. Just because you got $100,000 doesn't mean that after they push your stuff, after they spend all their money and resources, that you just have to pay them back $100,000 and it's all gravy. No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry if that offends anybody watching this, especially the record execs that are some of my most loyal subscribers. Danny, put in like a winky thing. Ding, ding. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm just having fun. But what we're talking about today is what the record labels are going to do for you versus what you're doing for yourself. When you sign a deal, this is what I refer to it as medical billing. The labels are doing medical billing for you every single time that you sign a label deal. Because when you go to the doctor, especially here in America, when you go to the doctor, whether it's a walk-in clinic, a general practitioner, whether it's a specialist, you're going to be able to see all your medical billing if you request those transcripts, and they bill you for every freaking little thing. Right? They bill you for that Q-tip, for that guy coming in to check on you, for coming in and taking your blood pressure and all the different standard stuff. It's all billed independently. Or even a better comparison here would be if you were in a car accident and you go to a law firm and they're like, okay, we're going to have this huge settlement for you. But first you need to go to the chiropractor. You need to go to a massage therapist. You need to go to an occupational therapist. You need to go to possibly a psychologist if it was something really traumatic. But they don't tell you that settlement that they're working on is going to be the settlement minus every single thing you do throughout the whole process. So when you sign to a record label, and they give you $100,000 up front. They're also charging you for the person that's writing your copy for your marketing. They're charging you for the music video that you shoot. They're charging you for the editor that's going to go edit that music video or edit those photos from that shoot that you're also going to be charged for. They're going to charge you for the social media agency who's usually in-house that's going to do all your stuff for you. They're going to charge you for the time and attention that you had a PA on set. That one time you did that one Instagram live where it was 5 people in the room and it really only needed to be you. So what could have taken just a little bit of time and effort in your realm just by yourself as a jack of all trades or somebody that becomes good at more than one thing, all of a sudden they have this laundry list of people that they're paying, this laundry list of nickel and diming you. And guess what? Where does that bill end up? On your desk. So you got to pay for the $100,000 that they advanced you. Then you got to pay for all the marketing, all the people and resources and stuff. And it sounds really cool. It sounds awesome if you're like a Drake or an Ed Sheeran and you have more money than God, as one of my uncles used to say. And you're making all the money. And, it doesn't matter if that's $43,000 to promote that one song on YouTube. It doesn't matter if it's all this other stuff. You got to get to the good deals. And you're not going to get to the good deals by letting people do all the work for you. You're going to get to the good deals by you creating leverage. Just go ask Russ or countless other artists who signed a publishing deal or something lesser because they knew that they could do the work themselves. Anyway, follow me here. When you have the leverage, you're kind of like an athlete, right? I want to be an Olympian. Dad, I want to be an Olympian. Get in the fucking gym. Oh, it takes work to do that? Oh, yeah, guess so. People that are in the NBA, people that are in the NFL, the NHL, any professional sport are spending tens and thousands of hours and years. I'm kind of mixing the two statistics in my head. In the gym, they're practicing their craft. They're practicing their conditioning. But then that's not it. Outside of the gym, they're watching what they eat. They're watching their flexibility. They're taking care of their different tasks and stuff that they do to kind of mitigate risk. Because last thing you want to do is sign an $80 million contract in the NFL after spending 20 years getting there, and then lose a leg in a jet ski accident and everything goes down the drain. That's what we have to do as independent music creators. That's what we have to do as producers, artists, everything in between. We have to get into the gym. Even though it's not fun, I'm a purist of sorts. I love making music. I love just kind of immersing myself in the craft, but then I have all this music and I'm like, how do I get it to people? Weird, huh? How do I get attention for the music that I love and I cherish? Something that I value. How do I get it to people? Waiting for a label to get it to those people is not the way to go. Because when the label gets it to the people, then they own it. They own the audience. They own you. Because as soon as you leave, unless you're like in sync and you sign to Lou Pearlman and you get a way better deal and then you sue and then go through years of trauma in the process. If you're wanting to do that, then be my guest. But this is what I'm getting at. We have to use our own skill sets. We have to use our own ambitions, our own drive. So many times I see people looking in at it, but not living in it. Is that you? You're looking at what it could be. You're looking at what you want to do. You're looking at all these grand plans, these grand achievements that you want to accomplish. But are you living it? Answer most likely is no. Because you're waiting for a label to come sign you. You're waiting for someone to come save you. You're waiting for my favorite word, an investor. I just need an investor. For what? For what? For a video? What's a $100,000 video going to do for you? Without an audience. What's ads going to do for you without knowing who you're speaking to? What are all these things going to accomplish for you when you're not doing it yourself? No one, myself included, will care about your mission as much as you do, because I know you don't care about mine as much as I do. You have to go out. You have to take control. You have to think outside the box. It's all fun and games when we're talking about other people's careers. It's all fun and games to watch people succeed. It's all fun and games to watch some asshole burn. It's not us. How does it feel when it's us? It doesn't feel good. But it could if you put in the work. Number one best feeling in the world is accomplishment. Second best feeling, well, you can fill in the blank. Let me know in the comments below what the second best feeling would be. For me, it's fulfillment. It's the freedom. It's knowing that I can take care of my family through things that I love to do. And part of that is helping you guys. Being able to build an audience, take control, become a jack of all trades, kind of think outside the box of I'm just this purist musician. The music should speak for itself. I shouldn't have to do the marketing. We should just all band together and work for free together to just kind of rise up together. It doesn't work that way because there's people out there that are sharks that are willing to bite your fucking leg off to get there. They're not all hippy-dippy. They know it's a business. There's a big deal between music and music business. No different than I own a lawnmower, but I don't have a successful lawn care business. Big difference. And those that are really hungry, those that are willing to sleep in their car, those that are willing to sell their plasma to pay for some software that might make them money are a whole lot more dangerous than the person that's sitting around recording a bunch of songs for SoundCloud and then waiting for a manager, waiting for some dipshit with an opinion that calls himself an A&R to, I know people. Okay. I can know a whole lot more people than you if I put in the time. I can know a whole lot more people than you, and I can know them a whole lot deeper on a deeper relationship than any stranger when I'm in tune with my own audience. So what can we do? We could jump into something like the streaming world. A lot of you guys are still too bashful, too shy, too afraid to jump into doing live streams, playing your music, sharing unfinished, sharing rough around the edges stuff because you want it to be perfect, and I get it. But think about it this way. The entire music industry as a whole recorded statistic in 2019, $21.5 billion for the entire recorded music industry. The streaming industry in 2020 was at $30 billion. Just the streaming industry. I'm talking Twitch, I'm talking YouTube, which is still the second largest search engine in the world. And obviously there's going to be some like specifics. If you guys want to go and find all the specific stats, be my guest. I'm trying to just illustrate to you that streaming has become so freaking powerful. Social media has become so freaking powerful. And in the grand scheme of things, the music industry is only $21.5 billion. The toilet paper industry is probably bigger than that, just to put it into perspective and have a little bit of fun with it. So guys, you have to build your brand. You have to care about your mission. You have to say, how many different avenues can I deliver my message to the people that want to hear it myself? Get good at photo editing. Get good at writing copy. Anything you're looking for is in a book. And then you can get guidance. You can get a mentor. Shit, I'll work with you. If you want to click that link in the description box below, and we'll see if it makes sense. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you that you are in control. I'm here to tell you that the major labels are shaking in their boots when over half of the overall revenue in the music industry is in streaming. And a whole lot of indies are making a whole lot of money. You could do it yourself. TikTok, Instagram, Clubhouse, you name it. No different than why you're watching my videos is why I want to listen to your music. I want to be able to connect with you. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you grow. And get this bullshit narrative out of your head that you need Big Papa to come lift you up and make you a success. You can be a success yourself. This video is going to help you do it. Then if you haven't yet, click that little subscribe button to join the channel family here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that bell icon for the algorithm and to see these videos anytime I upload them. I appreciate you. Come connect with me over on Instagram. And until next time, I appreciate you watching.